It's the National Football League on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield. He's coming off a quality showing last week. Well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Panthers and the Cards, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we're inside the soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Baker Mayfield.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Baker going to throw this right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a man in his 2nd season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 22 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Murray a give. This is Conner to the 43, 2nd down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Greg Dortch back deep. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Murray now to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Cardinals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And room there to work it inside the 25. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away.
Yeah, they should have been paid.
On the return, Dortch. 35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Been a defensive game this first part.
Last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right back to Connor here on first. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, 3-0 to end the first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half. It's stopping behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Murray going to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And caught, right side, Green. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the counter, Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points.
Yeah, if you do the points per drive ratio,
I don't know why. That's an overplay for
1.
him.
And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones. Not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches.
Case number 800.
One significant guy in that number, Shannon
Hopkins.
Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Connor up the middle.
Big.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Glad to see him get some running room. I was a little worried there. He didn't have anything in the 1st quarter.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Murray. Ertz has it left side.
Ertz. Definitely
He is out of bounds, but
game.
not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Ertz certainly proved he's still got some juice left after midseason trade to Arizona. Immediately came in and produced with over 500 yards in 11 games, and he's being counted on as a key piece for the Cards moving forward, and he gets them a 1st down.
Yeah, that was last week's numbers. Man, the 3rd-string tight end has 2 catches on the year, and both of them are touchdowns.
Murray now on 1st down.
Oh, wide open.
On the right side, caught by Green. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
An option handoff given to Connor. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray.
There he is,
and
Hopkins.
Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps.
Yeah, they
before
left
going
him wide
slant.
open.
In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Yeah, believe it or not, in that blowout last week, I had no touchdown passes and 2 interceptions.
Now 10-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
It's weird, man. Either the defense is there or the offense
Taking
is
it
there.
about
It's
the
one or the
one.
other, man.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers about ready
I'm
to
hoping
take
by the end
over.
of the season we should have
Just a
about
lone
10.
field goal for them so far, trailing
See how it goes.
10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right
deal.
here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal,
You
get
know
a
why I
couple of
get
first downs,
taken
run
down
some
a little
plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They try to throw it on 2nd down. This is incomplete.
I know
He
it
took away his
sucks, man.
intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To throw, Mayfield. The
Hey,
decision
another
to tuck
punt.
and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. There's James Conner
I'm glad
now
you
as he
got the
trots back
video
onto the
back real
field.
quick.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head
Oh,
coach
man.
offensive
Oh, it's
coordinator
gonna be
actually
called
in
back.
and called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the
I'll
team.
be sure to check
I think
it
we'll
out,
see
man.
plenty of that as this
At
season
some point
goes
this
on.
morning.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Still 1st down.
Damn, that sucks. A long run.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Murray now. Screen pass to Conner. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively.
Yeah.
Could have gone for more.
Yeah, I was trying to stop for a second, not that long. Let the O-line get in front of me.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray.
Man, wide open.
And his
Oh,
throw
my
here is
God.
incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Now Murray.
Oh, yeah.
And this will be
There
swung
we go.
out here
Mr.
for
Consistent.
Conner. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Steps away. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not what you expected.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
So completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing.
I had to go for it.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back?
A lot of haters out there, man. I don't understand it on the videos. But really
wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Murray giving a counter on the option, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll take this one in.
There it is, walk in the park.
Kyler Murray, 28 yards. And the Cards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
No, they never learn. I've had a few teams that played really good. The only way to really stop that option play is to run 8 in the box. That's it. And online, it's almost impossible to stop. My God, man. Can't make a damn field goal. Halftime, I gotta let the dogs out.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That's a missed PAT and a missed field goal.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
They call no huddle to run the clock out. What kind of retarded crap is that? Oh my goodness.
Final play of the half, Mayfield.
Just wait for 1 second.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Okay.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Hurry,
so get to the line.
We're
going to run it down to 1 second and then throw a curl route.
Down the coast to Orlando for
Great call, Baker.
Sports halftime report.
Great call.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday
All right,
of
man,
October.
let me let these dogs
we'll
out
get
right
things
quick.
started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. Jamal Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Green Bay to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always. As